So I'm outside the Lego Studio door, and this video is going to be all about how 6 weeks of parenting instead of YouTubing has affected what's behind the door. It's also a good excuse to show off my beautiful message from my daughter, but let's have a quick look and see what's gone wrong in the Lego Studio. So I don't think it takes long to notice quite an issue. So everything is piled up and we've got Lego everywhere, bags on the floor. I've got some footage of another time when there was way more bags on the floor. I did actually try and do a little bit of a cleaning there. The roller coaster is taking up all the space, and so that's one of the things that I want to discuss in this video, is how to solve the problem of large scale sets that take several live streams to build and then trying to film videos on this desk at the same time. So my options are to keep on moving this, and it's going to be a little bit less happy every time you move it, I feel. All the mechanics need to line up, and if you keep moving it about, all of that is going to just go wrong. So I don't really want to keep moving specifically this one, but in general, moving large scale mocks, they normally end up on the floor, as you can see with the Venetian houses down there, or in open drawers. There's the Hungarian horntail as well, and it's not a sustainable future. So I'm kind of hoping I can utilise this space if I give it a clear out. So that's what I'm going to do first, is try and clear that space. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It's looking a lot clearer here. I'm not going to lie, that's because most of it has moved just around the corner. Looks worse in here, but I've picked it up. I've sort of sorted through it. I've taken all of the boxes out and they're now in the hallway. So I've got, I think, 18 boxes of Lego empty boxes. So this is my stack of things to still build, which need to go upstairs, but it's given me this space. And this is what I want to talk about, is when I first moved into this room, I said to Ian, I want a pull down table here, something that a surface that I can pull down and create videos on, so that I always have somewhere clear. So it's not there the whole time, it's just a backdrop to my videos, because this can get into this state, and apparently the floor can get into that state as well. But we're gonna scoot past that issue and hope that was just a summer issue. So I've been looking to see what kind of thing I can get here, and I'll show you a few options of what I could try to sort of give this a space, because it is very much the first thing, right, it's by the doorway, so you don't want to have something permanent that is going to get in the way, because getting in and out of the studio is important. So I always envisaged something that would pull down from the side, just so that I can have the ability to pop it back up and keep it up the majority of the time, and also because I've got the wall space. But because I've got the radiator there, I can't just pull it up from the wall, I've got to pull it down from the wall. So I was looking initially at something like this. So this one's kind of got some inbuilt shelves, so it would be quite good for storing a few of the smaller builds we do. But Ian sort of said to me, if you go for something like that, then you're going to just fill it with stuff. And really, we try to not have too much stuff in this room, because this is just meant to be the building area, the staging area, the video area, and then everything should go up into the Lego city. But I did like this. I think it looks nice. But the cost is kind of limiting. I can't find it cheaper than sort of £75, and realistically I would need 2 to get the sort of space that I would need to put some of these large scale sets on to record. So then I found a slightly cheaper option, which is similar but without the shelfy part. And so that also, I quite like the fact that it comes with a chalkboard. I can keep like notes there on videos I want to record, like keep myself on track. But again, I'd need 2 of these, and so we're looking at about £100 again. So then I thought, I'll have a look, is it possible to get one that will go over the radiator? And everything you find says bespoke. So I could get Ian to try and help me build something. You can get some hinges that will work, but it's a very long radiator, so it would be a very long table I'd then end up with, which isn't a bad thing. But I think logistically, I don't think I've got the ability to build something like that. And I don't have the patience. So I want something now. I want it. So then I thought, how about a folding table? So a table that's just in the room, and every time I need to do something, I just pop it up, do my recording, pop it back down again. And I thought that could work. And they're only about £50 for the 4 foot that I kind of need, or even £38 here. So I thought, I'm going to trial this option because my mum has got one and I can borrow it and see if it works. So that's what I've done. So here is the table that my mum lent me. I told her about this idea and she said, oh, you're probably not going to enjoy putting it up all the time because you have to keep starting on these extra legs. And obviously I don't have to get the same table that she's got, but it's not that hard to put the legs in. And she said, oh, you could use it without the legs and have it shorter. But I did try that and it's just too low. But then as soon as you do add the legs on, there's not really enough width here to sort of turn the table to get it upright. But I managed it, as long as this is clear. So if I've got stuff everywhere, it's not going to work. But otherwise, it is adding quite a nice table surface for me. It doesn't go above the radiator, so that would have been better if it sort of went over it. I can just sort of rest it on the radiator, but that's not going to give me a very level, happy surface, so that's probably not the best idea. But if I come into the room, not that I can get past the table now, 1 second. So yeah, once I'm in the room, you can't see that radiator. So when I'm taking my videos, sort of from this angle, you should still get a clear wall. I say clear wall, but turns out not overly clear as this mark. I could guess I could repaint that. No biggie. You can see the radiator from sort of this angle. And I need to make sure I put it further down that way, I guess, so that I can still get into the room whilst it's up. But like I say, this is going to be a temporary station to film a video and then take down again. And I think I'll be okay doing that. It's just the pull down option, I feel, would be a lot more logistically easy. So it's just whether I have the money to invest in that option, because they were quite significantly different. To get a table this size and hang it from the wall, that's twice the price of this table, which is a very nice sturdy table. So I'm quite happy with it, and it fits pretty okay in the space, but I just think it's a lot more work to set up. Okay, so whilst this was up, I've just done a bit of recording, but I'm also wondering whether I can use this space under here as well as have the ability to set up the table. So I've brought in one of the IKEA roller trolley things that I bought for upstairs in the Lego room, and I thought I'll see if it fits under the table, and the answer is not really. So under here there's an annoyingly placed bar, so if I look for a table that doesn't do that, because obviously there's multiple designs of how these legs can go, I might get away with it. I can get one under sort of right in the middle where there's space, and I can kind of get it under to some sort of degree, but just so that I've got ability to use a little bit of storage space here, but also have the floor clear, because then when I put the table up, I can pull it out, put the table up, and then pop it back under. And it doesn't matter that I've got a little bit stored, because there is always a need to store things. So I constantly have bags of things like minifigures, so I don't lose them, ready for reviews, in bags. Having those stored in here in a sort of tidy little tier system would work quite nicely. So maybe if I start off with just the one, that can work, because I could at least store that under there. But the other option of the pull down tables, I don't think would allow me to do this. Oh no, it probably would actually, because my issue would be not being able to put them anywhere when the table is down. So maybe it wouldn't work. I think I need to have a think about that. But yeah, that's one of the ideas. These are wonderful Magna tiles in here at the moment. That's what we use this for. Quite good storage. But yeah, I think I might get another one of these just because I really love them. really helpful. Using that vertical space just means I spend a lot less time tidying because it's all well organised. So those are my options. That's my slow progress in the Lego room. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's still left over from the summer, so I've got to go through all my YouTube comments, which I've not been looking at, and I've got to clean up my video backups so that they're actually backed up. Loads of sort of admin type things that I just didn't get to because I was taking time off to focus on my family, which was obviously way more important. But yeah, I do need some help on deciding on which best solution to do for this extra surface that I need. Do I spend a little bit more and have the pull down ones from the wall? Do I make something custom, or do I stick with this pop-up table and hope that it works in the long run? So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Also, if you enjoy seeing videos of messy Lego rooms, then I'll link up a playlist of behind the scenes type videos at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.